Hello, the bonds are very welcome. Nah, with the vectors topic anina part 2 pa hin. So let's just continue. Okay. Khavia jo part 1 na pa jo basic terms hoisa addition of vector product of vectors ani bolon na. To ai video hi component of vectors to displacement vectors. Na jite ni jo lang pe an bol do. First, let's see component of vectors. Okay, so it is also buka khona abang le resolution of vectors tiazong gizi. So both are the same thing na. So what is component of vector? Suppose I have x, I have y. Okay, so if a vector is along the x-axis, then I have I cap. Na video mas I say pen so. If it is along the y-axis, I have z cap. Okay, so what happens when it is neither along x nor y? Suppose I have a vector like this. Okay, so let's say a bar. It makes some angle with the x-axis. So now you can see that this a vector is neither along x nor y. Na x-axis langazong silo, y langazong silo. Okay, so whenever you have a vector that is neither along x or y, okay, then you have to take component of that vector. Okay, let's just write that one. If if a vector is neither along x, okay, or y or even z, then we take component of that vector. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, component of vector. So here component it is nothing but you have to split this vector into two. Okay, along the x, along the y. So I'm going to split this vector a along x and y. So along x, let's say this is ax. Okay, so ax is what? The x component of a vector a. And along the y, I have, let's say, ay. Okay, so what is ax? So this is the x component of a bar. Okay, so what is ay? So this ay is nothing but the y component of a bar, right? So I have split the vector a into x component and then y component. X component pi ham. So here the way to write this is the magnitude of a into cos theta. Yeah, and then here ay I will have to write like this: a bar mod of a into sine theta. Iti pala sine zidam, iti pala cos zidam. Okay, so you see here. So this angle theta. Yeah, it's angle theta omdalang side pahi. So along this side you have to write cos. Okay, if this side, so if the side doesn't have any angle, okay, then you have to write sine. Okay, so second point is the side which contains the angle takes cos theta. Okay, I'll write only this much. So let's apply here. Suppose I have x and y. So I have a vector, let's say a bar, right? So here I have angle a bar. I have angle theta. Okay, so vector a, if I have to, you can see the vector a is not along x or y, na? So we have to take component. So along the x I have ax. So along the y I have ay. Okay, so tell me what is ax. So let's say the magnitude of this vector a is small a. Na small a, so a magnitude tivde. Kutile ax pachu at magnitude of a into to I angle pa hai. So the side which contains the angle will take cos theta. Okay, so now you can see that the theta is on this side. Okay, this y-axis now contains theta, so therefore cos theta should come here. Okay, and then sine theta will come here. So therefore ax will be equals to a into sine theta. Okay, ay will be a into cos theta. Okay, so remember only two things. First one to if the vector is not along x, y or z, nah, if it is between x, y, y, z or x, z like that, then we have to take component kila kiti it is split. Now you have to split the vector into two different components. Apana chu the split part le angle of the long side part, so the side which contains the angle has to take cos theta. Okay, so that much for components. Nah. So next you have something called position vector. Okay, so what is a position vector? So any points you take on the Cartesian coordinate system, so that point you can represent it as a vector. Okay, for example, if I have x, if I have y, nah, suppose 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So let's say I take one point here, so point P. Now what is the coordinate of this? 3 4. Okay, so the origin coordinate is how much? 0 0. Now let's say O. So with respect to the origin, okay, if I go from O to P, okay, I can write this vector as OP bar. Nah, hita ki easy to learn vector. So go to the vector to OP bar is so how do you write this? So you see the coordinate is 3 4. Okay, so coordinate is 3 4. So how do you write this in vectors? So what I can do is, so OP will be given by, so always remember when you write position vector, okay, it is always final minus initial. Naจะเป็น email ที่ต่อ final จะปี5 okay ปัดนะ so you're starting from here na, so initial จะ ปัดนะ this is initial point บานะทุนนะ pa จะ final point นะ so final minus initial ก็บอกแล้วจนอามาจะเป็น x ไปแต่ x coordinate ไปเฮลัย3จุดเลยนะจะเลย x3 จะ origin จะ x equals to 0, so final minus initial. Now so we're writing for x, so therefore I have to put I cap plus y achu 4 minus 0 z cap. Okay, z cap means y axis, I cap means x axis, so k cap means z axis. So this is nothing but 3i plus 4z. Okay, so this is OP. Now so this one we call as position vector. Okay. So any point you take on the Cartesian coordinate system, so you can write it as a vector. Na aboldan jo jelang pia detail akan sahiza. So now if you are given any point, suppose a is 2 minus 1 3. So how do you write vector OA? So OA will be 2i cap minus z cap plus 3k cap. Okay, so this is how you write position vector. Nah. So if you are given some point P as 10 3 minus 2, so how do you write a position vector? OP equals to 10i cap plus 3z cap minus 2k cap. Okay, so this is the position vector. So next you have something called displacement vector. Okay, so displacement vector. Nah, kipat na pen video geometry kipat na distance formalize usually na. So it is something similar like this. Suppose I have a point A, so the coordinate of this is 2 1 3. Okay, I have another point B, so I have this as let's say 1 minus 1 3, not 3, let's take some other 5. If I go from A to B, okay, if I go from A to B, vector to AB bar, nah, okay, AB bar. It's a vector by how do you write? So always remember final minus initial. Okay. Now nakipat na chu initial has so A here A is initial. Okay, so here A is initial. So you're starting from A and then you're going towards B. Nah, so B is the final. Okay. So if I want to write AB, vector. So first you see the x coordinate. So I have here 1, okay, I have here 2. So the final is 1, the initial is 2. So if I do final minus initial, I will have 1 minus 2. Okay, for x I will put I cap, plus on the y you see minus 1 minus 1 z cap, plus on the z you have 5 minus 3 k cap. Okay, so you'll have minus 1 k I cap minus 2 z cap plus 2 k cap. Okay, AB. Yeah, so this is called displacement vector. Okay, it is similar to position vector. So position vector OP if I go from O to P, so final minus initial na, so 3 minus 0. Okay, so that is what I wrote here. Process okay, let's try one more. Point P 2, 0, 1. Okay, I have point Q, say 1, 3, minus 5. Suppose I want to go from Q to P. Okay, so check the direction. Direction is important. If I want to go from Q to P, so how do I write the vector? I have to write here QP bar. Nah. So this is equals to formula to final minus initial. Nah. X pa have Q apa P then so here the final is 2, the initial is 1. Okay, so therefore you'll have 2 minus 1 I cap plus y actually, so 0 minus 3 z cap plus 1 minus of minus 5 k cap. Okay, so this is I cap minus 3 z cap plus 6 k cap. So this is QP. Okay, so this is how you write a position vector, no, displacement vector. Nah. Okay. So now let's use this in solving dot product and cross product. Okay. So one example. Okay, before solving the example, previous video dot product, the cross product evolves. So if let's write some point here. I dot I, z dot z, k dot k. Okay, so can you tell me what will be the value of these things? For example, I dot I to the formula kabana mod of I into cos I to kon I ho ka angle zan ha 0 chala x axis to parallel chala, so I will have cos 0. So you see unit vector magnitude to 1 na, into 1 into cos 0 to 1, so I will have this 1. Okay. So therefore dot product of I dot I, z dot z and k dot k is 1. Okay, so remember first thing. What happens if I do the cross product? Cross product ka bola asun I cross I na I into sine, angle between them is 0, sine 0 is 0. Okay, so this will be 0. Second thing. Okay, so what happens when they are mixed? Suppose I dot z, z dot k, okay, or k dot I, like that. All of this, so z dot I, okay, so k dot z, okay, or I dot so all of this will be 0. Okay, so remember only the dot product of I dot I, z dot z and k dot k is 1, while the rest I dot z, z dot k, k dot I dot k na 0. So, and similarly, when you have a cross product na, so I dot z, I cross z, so what will be the value of these things? Let's not do the whole detail. I'll just give you one techniques to by heart, that one na. So you write here I, you have here z, you have here k. Okay, clockwise. Okay, so here if I go from I and to z, okay, like this, so this is positive. If I go from here to here, it is positive. If I go like this, positive. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? So I cross z, so that will be k plus k. Okay. So I cross j will be plus k. So k cross I will be plus j. Yeah. So j cross k will be plus I. Okay. So j cross k will be plus I. K cross I will be plus j. Ai vanga so counterclockwise ana che wala chon minus de da chong. For example, so I cross k will be minus j. Okay, now you're going counterclockwise. So j cross I will be minus k. Okay, so I cross k will be minus j. So k cross j will be minus I. So j cross I will be minus k. Okay. Circle so only this much. Okay. So let's apply these things. So example, if a, okay, let's say a is equals to 2I cap plus 3j cap, and b is equals to I cap minus 5j cap. Then calculate a dot b and a cross b. Na zo langa formula pen chu a dot b chu pita mod a mod b into cos theta. He pen chu chala hi bola ke bol thela with them. You can do it, but it is going to be lengthy. Na direct value chun chala angle ke pilo pichuna na a dot b ke angle pa. So you don't know what to put theta if you want to use the formula. Okay, so here we are going to simply solve it. Okay, so here what is a dot b? So a dot b is nothing but a is 2I plus 3j, okay, dot I minus 5j. So here simply remember this, whenever you do dot product, you know that I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1. Okay, so therefore simply multiply these two and multiply these two. Okay, so multiply like, I'll just hear terms. Okay, like terms. Now, 2 into 1 choose 2 into 1 to 2. Nah, so I will have here 2 plus 3 into minus 5 to minus 15. Okay, so this will be minus 13. So that is your answer. Okay, the product answer. Right, so now let's see the cross product. 2, 3, and I mean. So a cross b will be 2I plus 3j cross I minus 5j. Okay, I think it is okay. Now, so bracket hondan here na metsa. So first you open the bracket, chito hinchi the multiply dio, chito hinchi the multiply dio na first thing, and then you have to multiply this with this and this with this. Okay, the long form. So 2 into 1 I cap cross I cap, okay, plus 2 into minus 5 I cross j, okay, plus 3 into 1 j cross I, plus 3 into minus 5 j cross j. Okay, you have to solve this. Otherwise, I cross I to 0, j cross j to 0. Na? So that means, so this is 0 and this is 0. Okay, so you have 2 into minus 5 to minus 10. I cross j to pita. I cross j to plus k. Na? Clockwise. Okay, so plus I have a 3 into 1 is 3. J cross I to counterclockwise minus k. Okay, so this is what, minus 10k minus 3k. So since both are k, I can solve them, minus 13k. Okay, so this is your cross product. So there is another technique using determinants. So let's see that one. So one more example. If a is equals to, say, I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Okay, So b is equals to 2I cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap. Okay, so some values. Nah. So same question, find masapena to a dot b. Okay, so next a cross b. Okay, so let's do. So number 1, a dot b. So which is nothing but I plus 2j plus 3k. Okay, dot 2I cap minus 3j plus 4k. Now, kasi ba nga, so dot, ang kito ang dot. So whenever you do dot, so simply multiply the like terms. Okay, I to I, na j to j, k to k. Kutile, sila I first time, iya I pa hi 1 jala na. Coefficient pa ko into, b I jala 2. Okay, plus j. Okay, so 2 into minus 3. So 2 into minus 3 plus, so 3 into 4. So 2 minus 6 plus 12. So which is nothing but 8. Okay, so whenever you do dot product, multiply the like terms. Okay, and next is cross product, A cross B. So okay, so now you see we have to learn one short better technique to solve cross product. Nah, so using determinants. So how do you write it? So I have to write 2 long bars. Okay, so you write here I, okay, minus j and k on the first row. Okay, we call that the row. Nah, I minus j and k, and then below that you write the first vector. First vector, yeah. So this is the first vector. This is the second vector. Okay, first you write the first vector coefficient. Nah, first vector 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 chula na. Abana second vector b ako dito 2 minus 3 and 4. Okay, so like this. So if you write this b first here, then the answer will be wrong. Okay, so you'll get 0. So the first vector should be written first, and then the second should be written below. Okay, and here this will always be the same. It should always be I minus j and k, always. Okay, so now how do you solve this? First you take I. Okay, so when you take I, I'll write here I. So when you take I, so this row, this column should be eliminated. Don't consider those things. Okay, so what you'll consider is this part. Okay, this part. In this part, always start from the top left. Okay, so always start from top left. Nah, so remember, like I kaji tajuji. So first you write I here. So when you write I, so eliminate this one, remove this one. So remaining is this box. Okay, you start from the top left. That means 2. Okay, so I will write here 2, and now you do cross product. So 2 into 4 minus 3 into 3. Okay, so 2 into 4, always minus should always come here. So minus 3 into 3. Okay, so now you bring the second this one minus j here. Okay, so when you write I'll write here minus j. Okay, so now when I write minus j, when I take this j, so this and this will not participate. Okay, so now always start from the top left. So that means here, so this into this minus this into this, cross product. Okay, so 1 into 4 minus 2 into 3. So plus, now we take the third k. Okay, well, right here k. So when you take k, so remove this, concentrate here. Start from the top left. Okay, like that. Same concept. So I'll write here k. Okay, I will have 1 into minus 3 minus 2 into 2. Okay, so now you solve this. So I, for 2 are 8, minus plus 9, minus j, so 4, 1 is 4, minus 6, plus k, okay, plus k, minus 3, minus 4. So how much is this? 8 over 16, 17 I cap minus minus plus 2j cap minus 7k cap. Okay, so this is the answer. Cross product answer, nah? So using determinants. Okay, so you just go back and see it again. Nah, determinant ke ban pa cho. Okay, how we use the determinant. Okay, so this is very important. You're going to use this a lot. Okay, a lot in physics. So okay, so that much is vector. So everything you have to know vector which are used in physics. Nah. Okay, so na hi chang hi video he bon ai nga hi ta na pula pala he topic dong li lang nga lang hin hi choi bon chang ge hi tha va ki la na. So you just go through all these videos, so understand each and every topics that I have taught in the videos. So from the next video, so we are going to go into the main physics na physics in simpan dio to hi physics ke simpan nai lo cha. Okay, na to hi maths physics on ke pan nai lo maths boss e bol na la na. Okay, so if you know these concepts everything properly clearly, okay, so physics will be much easier. Okay, so I hope that you understand your napat some videos on yamin. Okay, so let's meet again in the next video. Okay, thank you.